You're listening to BoomBox Weekly.
What's good people? We're back with another episode of BoomBox Weekly. And this week we have the Miss Black California Queens and their director, Antonita Campbell. And I'm Adonis Armstrong. And today we're just going to go through a general interview of the Black USA pageant. So Gentel, can you just introduce yourself, tell them how did you get started and wanted to be a part of, Black USA, the Black USA title?
Yes, so I'm Gentel. I'm an actor here in LA, and I also hold the title as Miss Black California 2023. I got started because I saw my director, Miss Antonita Campbell, at a couple events along with Taylor, and I also saw Trinity doing their thing in LA, and I got inspired and got some information, and I was like, let me apply. So they go out in the community, they serve, and they empower women.
Okay. Miss Campbell, how have you been getting these queens ready over the last couple of weeks?
Weeks? You mean months? Well, just to kind of rewind a little bit, I am the California director for the Miss Black USA Scholarship Pageant, which is a pageant for women of color that's been around for over 25 plus years, based out of Washington, D.C. And so I have been involved I've been involved as a pageant mother for 5 or 6 years, and then I've been the director the last couple of years, and it's been a sheer delight to do so. I know and understand I have a calling on my life to work with young Black women, myself coming from a background of dysfunction and many challenges growing up, that I vowed that I would continue to help other young Black women, just try to be the best version of themselves they can be, and then push to be that best version, and don't let anything stop you. I'm kind of like that little red train that keeps going no matter what, no matter how it looks, right? Because at the end of the day, there's a higher power. I believe in a higher power that gives us the strength to keep going. So each year, there are 3 new queens every year, and the 3 queens that we have here, Miss Trinity Parrish, Miss Taylor Williams, and Miss Gentel Sharrie, have been an absolutely delight preparing them for the national. But as I tell each one of them, winning the crown is the dessert. The journey to the crown and beyond is the win. And if you really take full advantage of your reign for that year and thereafter, because we here build that we're a sisterhood first and foremost, and we want to be able to pour into young women, so whatever skills, whatever growth they desire, we continue to help them thereafter their reign. So this last 9 months, it's just really been about just growing, community service. We're really big on community service, and just tapping into themselves and getting out of their comfort zone, if that could be, to just be the best version of themselves that they can be, for not just for themselves, but for this world. You got to be able to have, I believe in being authentically you, but I also believe in being able to change hats to sit at the certain tables we have our own table first and foremost, but there's the reality of it. There are other tables we have to sit at, and we have to be able to sit at those tables at the head. And so how to change those hats to do so. So these last couple of weeks, as we leave on Trinity leaves tomorrow, but August 2nd of this week, we've just been rehearsing things like their walk. They are judged on talent, fitness, on-stage Q&A, which is question and answer, and evening gown. So just having rehearsals on walking, having rehearsals on drilling them on different questions regarding what's happening in the world today, working with their talent, that all 3 of them have some amazing talent that they're going to be performing. Listen, California is going to be strong, represent. So, and then just doing things to keep their mental state. It's a sport. Pageantry is a sport first, like any other sport. So just doing check-ins and make sure they're mentally okay. And how do I help encourage them to have fun, but also stay focused? So.
I mean, I'm glad that uplifting, the younger generation. I always think, I ain't gonna say the young elders, you know, the young elders.
Yeah, because I'm 21.
Okay. And you do look 21. I might need the ID, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well, you know, the pageant kicks off in a week in DC. You know, the beautiful Black queens. Could you tell us what you're looking forward to the most?
Well, I'm looking forward to meeting everybody. It's a sisterhood, like everyone has said. So we've been in group chats. We've been on Zoom. Well, everyone in my division, we've all been on Zooms. We've all been on chats and everything. So I'm excited to put a name to a face and meet all the ladies. Everybody seems really nice, and really sweet, and really excited, you know, to meet each other. So that's what I'm most looking forward to.
I'm most looking forward to just the experience and all the different things that are going to happen. We have so many events lined up, and I'm just beyond excited, especially to meet everyone as well. And I know it's going to be so fun. I'm excited to go back to DC because I do have family back there. So it's just going to be super fun experience. I'm excited to like share the time with Miss Antina, Miss Gentel, and Miss Taylor, and also Miss Jazzy. Miss Antina's daughter, our former Miss Black California 2018, is going to be there helping us. And my mom's going as well. So I'm just super excited.
Yes, I'm excited as well to just experience the journey with my queen sisters and the director. It's just going to be so exciting to see the other queens from the other states and just do the different networking events and meeting everybody.
Okay, we're gonna piggyback off, you know, the experience that's forthcoming. What about the experiences that you're experiencing right now? Like, how did you just wake up one day and say, I wanted to be Miss Pageant USA, California, anything, or Miss Campbell reach out to each of you individually?
For me, I grew up in pageantry starting around age 5 to 6. So I've been doing it for a while off and on. But then when Miss Santina had reached out to me when she was looking for a new queen, I was just beyond thrilled, even just for the experience, just to even talk to Miss Antina, because she speaks so highly of the program, and the program is genuinely wonderful. Like Miss Antina always goes about how it is a sisterhood, but it is a sisterhood. Me, Taylor, and Gentel have a group chat. We're always texting. Me, Miss Antina always text. Miss Antina is truly just a mother. She loves on you so much, and so does the rest of the organization. So just being a part of it was just really amazing that I got the calling to do.
Oh.
Yes, I was in pageantry as well. In college, I served as Miss St. Augustine's University. So when I came out to LA and I saw what Miss Antina was doing out here with Taylor and Trinity, we did talk and I applied, and because I just wanted to be a part of what they had going on. I could tell they were leaders in the community. I could tell that they stood for something and that their future was just bright. So I knew I wanted to be a part of that sisterhood.
And I did I actually did Miss Maryland in 2019. So it was the year before the pandemic. I'm originally from Maryland. So I did Miss Maryland. And when I did it, the training and everything after the pageant, even though I didn't win, I was so poised and my walk was so gracious and my speech was amazing. And then we went into the pandemic. So I feel like I lost all that because of course that's a practice, you know, when I wasn't practicing, we were all in the house. So then I moved out to LA, and with the West Coast from the East Coast, night and day, especially the networking. So I wanted to be a part of something that was going to push me and maybe bring me back to that poise that I had before the pandemic. And I saw Miss Black and I was all for it. So when I applied, I met Antina and she asked me and we clicked so fast. I was like, of course, you know. But I really appreciated that this was a Black organization because I did another organization. So that was just Miss Maryland and this is Miss Black California, you know. So I love everything about being a Black woman. I love everything about being a brown skinned, dark skinned Black woman. And I don't feel like in doing it before, I was able to show those aspects of myself. Like I'm wearing these braids for the pageant and I'm so excited, you know, because this is how I look every day, you know? So yeah, I'm really excited to showcase that aspect of myself and represent California.
No, that's a wonderful thing to represent. First off, when you see something Black you know, you always want to support, because I'm a big supporter of Blackness. You know, if I go to a new city, I'm trying to experience the Black culture. I just want to see the Black.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hold you to that. I have to interrupt you on that because the one thing I'm pushing for is to see more Black men support the Black pageants.
I mean, you know, we coming. We are coming,
Okay.
because I mean,
Buy the tickets, go out and vote, buy it,
it
just
is in DC.
encourage and
So
sponsor,
all
all of
my
the
fellas,
above.
all my fellas in DC, go check it out, especially because it's in DC. But to switch over a little bit, Miss Anita, you just booked a couple major commercials. What would you let's talk about that? A couple of, if you can, if you can.
Well, one of them I can't, but basically, how do I put it? I'm a theater babe. I come from theater. And so way back, way back when, you know, I was in music, I was in choir, I was in dance, all of those things. So I have a love for the arts first and foremost. Musical theater, church choir. Those are things that pretty much saved me in that dysfunctional home I was in. So, which is a lot of our stories, right? The arts is a savior. So fast forward, even though I was in those programs, I went to college, HBCU's college for accounting. So I have a degree in accounting, and I've been in business and worked for some of the richest companies in the world for a very, very long time. But my passion and my heart was still in the arts. So I started doing a lot of behind the scenes in production, had my theater mentors and stuff like that, worked as a professional stage manager, was on my way to Broadway, right? And did a detour and landed in California. So here is where I've been for 14 years. But I've managed a lot in the arts, some R&B artists. I've managed a girl group, so a lot of management. I have a strong managerial experience and skills. And up until 2018, I was pretty much engulfed in just managing, right? And so I stepped away from that, went back to acting. And I didn't really want to act. I just want to write, direct, produce, because I do writing as well. I was like, no, I'm just going to do some writing, directing, producing, right? And I enrolled in the Richard Lawson Studios. And I was enrolling in his PDP, which is professional development, which focuses on writing and directing and producing. But that class wasn't available. So they tucked me into an acting class. And I was like for 3 months in denial, just pure denial, right? I'm like sitting in class, didn't want to, you know, I did the work, but I would be like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Being a director and an actor, I think it's actually good too, because you get to see the insights of being an actor, so you can kind of guide them when you're directing them on set. So
absolutely, absolutely, 100% correct. So after a few months, I started, you know, getting my mind right and getting out of my little rebellious state, right? And the instructors looked at me, and Richard looked at me like, so you say you're not an actor? I'm like, no, I'm not an actor. I'm simply going to write. I'm too old to act. And Richard was like, yeah, right. So, but thereafter, just, you know, I ended up focusing more doing that, and not just to be an actor, but also, like you just said, it will help with my directing and my writing and all that. And so I haven't been knee deep in it because I still love production, you know, behind creating the art as much as I love being a part of the art. So I go in a lot of commercials. The last couple of commercials have been pretty big. One is for a breast cancer drug. I think it's breast cancer drug. So I'm not sure when it's going to come out. All I know is I got the check, so I'm fine with that, right? It's a 2-year contract all over the world. So somebody will email me or hit me up like, oh my God, I just seen you on a billboard. Oh, so yeah. And the other one comes out during football season because it is a football commercial.
Well, congratulations.
But yeah.
What would you like to accomplish in the next couple of years? Because I know you know a director, writer, producer.
Well, so during COVID, I had a short film called Our Kind about racism, and it was you know, it was inspired by the whole George Floyd and Breonna Taylor incident. and shot it. It has starred Eric Robinson, Starletta Dubois, Melinda Williams. I had some, so shot it and everything, and then it got stuck in post because of some editing, some technical issues. So hoping and praying and believing and trusting God that we're in year 2, and I will, because I had to step away from it mentally because I was so distraught about it being, some technical issues that I just had to step away and get my head right. And so, but there are a lot of films, and I didn't feel bad because there are people make films and they don't see the light of day, or they don't see the light of day for 4, 5, 6 years from now. So I'm praying that film will be finished this year, and we'll be able to, get it in the film festivals. But I have a bunch of film projects I've written, and I need to bring it to life. But more importantly is what I'm doing for Miss Black California pageant. That when God said this is what He needs me to do, and I'm one person, I'm very obedient to the word, to the voice of the Lord. And so I said, okay, Lord, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to need a lot of help and a lot of strength and a lot of patience, and that He has given me. So the reality of it is, I like to be able to, I'm thankful for Karen Arrington, who asked me to come on as a director. She is a director for the Miss Black USA Scholarship Pageant. And I'm just looking forward to building the brand out here. Like I said, it's a pageant that's 25 years old. California hasn't had a physical production for like probably 10 years. So usually the girls that come out of California going into the nationals are written, they're hand selected. But I really want to build that sisterhood strong, because California is a big state. It's a huge state, and we have a lot to offer. So like I tell the girls, whether you win that national crown or not, your experience right here in California will be a national experience, where girls will be knocking at our door saying, how am I a part of that? How can I be a part of it? Not so much as because they want to win the crown, because they want to be a part of that journey and that experience and what we're doing, not just in California, but across the world. So we got some things we've been talking about. I want to keep the alumni, or those who want to continue to be a part after their year, to pour into this, as well as understand how we can continue to help the alumni and whatever their journey is. So that's, I think, ultimately, it's ministry for me. So that's where I see myself, is just taking this platform to a level beyond what anybody could imagine with these Black women, because we are, the same, unprotected, disrespected, all of those things. And some of that starts at home. I believe everything starts at home. We have to make sure we're doing what we're doing for each other first, before we can expect someone else to do it for us. So as Black women, it's just like, how do we continue to help each other? Yeah, we're going to fuss. Yeah, we're going to fight. But it's all, I know if I get upset, it's all in the name of love. And like I stay on some of them, like, I just want you to be the best version you can be, and not get stuck in, there's only one way and this is how it is, because that's not the reality. So that's what I feel like I'll be, is continuing to build this brand right here in California to a national platform. We're already headed to Belize in 3-4 months, taking shoes to Belize. So.
Okay. No, that's I like that. It was a beautiful answer. And I think we definitely do need to support, the Black women, because I think Black women run the world. I think, like, organically,
yes, we do.
beautiful, all shades,
Yeah.
every style. So I think we should definitely do that, and I'm happy that you're doing that. Gentel, because she spoke about acting. You're an actor. Where do you see yourself in a couple of years?
In a couple of years, I want to see my acting career really blow up. I started when I was younger, got more serious when I moved out to Los Angeles. I would like to be a series regular. I know I will be a series regular on a TV show. God's just going to find the TV show for me. And I just want to have a couple films out, and also just be a light and work behind the scenes too. I don't just want to act. I want to also direct, produce, write, when the time is right for me. So
we got our own content right here. Create our own.
yes, period.
What are some of the things that you would like to, write and direct? Like what type of genre, Gentel?
I would say drama. I would like to write some drama, a little bit of comedy. I have some stuff in my back pocket. I have some scripts finished. It's just, I need to put it out there.
Okay. I believe you can put it out there. Just manifest it. Anything is possible. All right.
Yes.
Miss Taylor, I see I see you sports media. What would you like to do with that?
Well, I'm actually right now I'm a systems engineer. So my background is my schooling background is all in engineering. But I moved to LA because I want to get into sports media. I've had the opportunity of being a producer on a couple of Rolling Stones YouTube series. And at first I came out here like, oh, I want to be in front of the camera. And then I had those two opportunities and it just completely flipped. I had so much fun behind the scenes that I just like meeting the people, working with the team. It was preparing for it. It was so much fun. So I want to get more into that, but on the sports side. Football, hopefully, but I just love the camaraderie of sports. Like I love the atmosphere. I love it all. So football, if possible, but I am not picky at all.
Okay, who do you have any favorite? Okay, football. Who's your favorite team?
The Ravens. The Ravens.
Ravens? Oh, I forgot you are from Maryland. You know. Okay, Trinity, you're a queen of all trades. See you track star, you nurse dogs, and you're on the boards within your school. Where do you see yourself in the next, few years?
Yes, in the next few years, I see myself, since I'm a rising junior, I'll be starting college and I want to study kinesiology. So I want to go into like sports medicine. And I also want to do a side of business and real estate, like my other queens, Miss Antina and Gentel over here, inspiring me. But I just see myself going to college. I'm not sure where yet, but I'm really excited for my next journey in life.
Do you have a specific college in mind? I ain't gonna put you on the spot like that. Do you have 3 that you have in mind?
I honestly haven't been looking into it too much.
Well, when she brings home the crown of Miss Black USA Talent, she'll get a full ride scholarship to an HBCU.
Oh yeah, gotta clap that. Clap that up.
That's part of the prize.
We know which HBCU, Trinity.
We do. It would be Delaware State University. Delaware.
Okay, what's your second choice?
Delaware. First, second, and third, Delaware.
You see, like
the word is free. 4 years got right.
Yes.
Nah, that's free and it's plan A. I'm only sticking to plan
right. It's plan A, B, and C.
Yes.
This is Adonis, and we back with BoomBox Weekly, and I'm here with the queens, Miss Black, California, USA, and the lovely Miss Campbell. So I know there have been challenges, preparing, even just getting ready for the pageant. What are some of who has been your favorite part of preparing for the pageant? It's just an open-ended question. Anybody can answer it. Like, who has been your favorite part about preparing for the pageant?
I say my favorite part has been getting ready for each category, to seeing what the different things involved with the categories, and especially with my talent. I would say that's been the most exciting thing, because I can get like really creative and really free with what I want to present to everybody.
Okay. Anybody else want to elaborate?
For me, my favorite part has just not only seeing my own growth in all the different categories, such as like the talent, my walk, my speaking, my stage presentation, but just growing into the best version of myself and really getting comfortable with things that I haven't been comfortable with in the past, like such as speaking for a long time in front of a bunch of people. But not only have I enjoyed growing within myself, but just watching Taylor and Gentel grow as well through their categories and their journeys, and just the things they have been working through. I've just been amazing to like be with them and grow with them.
We've literally done everything. Gentel Antina's daughter and I, we were doing a fitness challenge. Trinity's a track star, so she got the fitness down. We get it. We've been doing a fitness challenge. We've been gargling with coconut oil to make sure all of our teeth are white. Gentel and I this morning went to get our lashes done. I got my nails done. Like, all the prep has been fun. We've worked with Aaron Green, who was on the last season of America's Next Top Model, for our walk. We've had a couple past queens. One queen from 1995, Miss Kentucky, and then we met Miss 1983.
The first Miss Black California.
We've met the first Miss Black California yesterday for our send-off. So we've come in contact with a lot of great people, and we've had a lot of amazing prep. Antina is drilling us down with rehearsals. Great. All great, but drilling us down with rehearsals. So listen, if we are anything, we are prepared.
Preparation.
Persistence is key, you know, and I believe all you guys will win y'all categories. What advice would you give someone who is looking to get into Miss Black California? Is it any advice? I would say Trinity. Is there any advice? Because
yes. Some advice I would give is definitely reach out to our wonderful Miss Antina Campbell and visit our website for any extra information, as well as when you're going into the pageantry. I say try and create a system for you that works, whether that's like organizing by a calendar, having a really good support system with family and friends. Just make sure you're able to do what works for you while taking care of yourself, because pageantry is so much fun, but there's so many different aspects of it that it can become overwhelming. But ultimately, it's very important to take care of yourself and your mental health while preparing for this amazing journey.
Okay. What about you, Taylor?
I would say find balance, but within the balance, make sure you have fun. Like Antina said, pageantry is a sport, so it does take up a lot of your time. It's a good sport, it's a fun sport, but it does take a lot of your time, especially for Trinity too. Like, Trinity does everything, Gentel does everything, and work schedule for me is crazy. So finding the balance is really important, but also finding time for yourself and finding time for fun in between there.
Yeah. What about you, Miss Gentel?
I would just say, if Miss Black California, and once you get to that point of competing at nationals, Miss Black USA, just know if you want to do it, you got to just be all in. You got to be ready to get out in the community. You got to be ready to serve. You got to be ready to empower your sisters. Be ready to meet your alumni queens. Work with your director hand in hand. Have an open mind and be positive. It's a great journey. It's builds characteristic. You learn so much about yourself, and it makes you want to do better too. It makes you look at your life differently and how you can inspire others truly. So that's what I would say.
Okay. Ms. Campbell?
For me, I would say for anyone who's interested in being a part of any pageant, and particularly, Miss Black California, is first ask yourself why. And that's what everything you do in life. Why? What's your why? You have to have a strong why, because that's what's going to sustain you, and that's what's going to keep you going. And when it gets, it's a sport. So it's like basketball, baseball, track, it's a competitive sport, but it's also very rewarding if you know your why and you stay focused and you stay true to that why. So I'm really big on that. And I ask the girls all the time, what's your why? Why are you doing it? From their talent, the piece they're doing for their talent, what's your why? Because the one thing you don't want to do is get into it thinking that is a beauty pageant, because we're not a beauty pageant. Like it says on the back of Taylor's background, it's redefining beauty, and the beauty isn't what's inside.
Yeah,
it's your mental. It's what your heart looks like. It's we're 50 shades of brown. Of different shapes and different sizes. So you have to be comfortable with, like Gentel's saying, doing the work, but more importantly, asking yourself why. That is the key. Why do I want to do this? And not want to give up because you don't know your why. So
I know, and y'all aren't isn't votes. When does voting end? When does voting end? Which so I can get
The
out
night before the pageant.
the night before the pageant.
So for the Ms. and the team, the People's Choice, you can continue to vote for Trinity and Gentel until 11:59 p.m. August 4th. And for the Ms. MISS Taylor, you can continue to vote for People's Choice for her until 11:59 p.m. August 5th. And their links are on the website at www.missblackcaliforniausa.org.
Okay. Make sure you guys go out and vote. I know I did. I did. I'm gonna have to
He
go.
voted. He
I'm
voted.
gonna have to go.
I'm putting it out in the atmosphere. I'm manifesting to each one of the queens will win People's Choice. And if they don't win People's Choice, they're already in the final. So
Yeah, most people, it's an experience. It's a lot of people that's not sitting in y'all seats, so you have to. It's a badge of honor just to be going to DC. It's
representing the state of the whole state of California.
It's billions of, well, I'll say millions in California, and you guys are going to be a representation of California at the nation's capital. That is splendid. That is extraordinary. I'm gonna clap for you guys again. Also, can you guys, just shout yourselves out, social media handles, so where people can find you, also vote, etc.
My Instagram is Miss Black CA USA TT. So MISSBLACKCAUSA TT on Instagram. And my links are in my bio to vote for me and to see me on the MissBlackCalifornia.org website.
My Instagram. Oh, go ahead, Gentel. Nope.
My Instagram is Miss MSBLACKCAUSA, and you can vote for me in my links as well.
And my Instagram is Miss Black CAUSA, so MISS Black CAUSA, and my links too are in my bio.
Ms. Campbell, where people can find your work and etc.
All over. No, I'm just kidding. You can go to my Instagram is Antina Campbell, but we also have the Miss Black USA, Miss Black California USA pageant on Instagram. And then of course the website, www.missblackcaliforniausa.org. And yeah, we're all over social media. So, but Antina is ANTINACAMPBELL.
Okay, just to switch subjects, quick question. Have you guys watched They Clone Tyrone?
Oh, yes, twice.
You watched it twice? So Taylor, you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either. I want to see
I'm
it.
downloading it for the plane.
For the party?
For the plane.
I'm downloading it for the plane.
I will say it's very interesting. I ain't gonna say too much. It's very interesting. I actually like it. I'm trying not to give too much away, but I think it shows, it's Black cinematic. It's Black cinematic at first, because it looks like it's in a timepiece, but it's not. At first I was thinking like, where is it? Where is it? But it's not, but it's actually, you have to pay attention to. You do. If you sip a drink, you might lose a clue. Is it anything else, the ladies, queens, you want to tell the world? Because I believe it's going to be everywhere.
Thank you for everybody supporting us along this journey. We've had so many people to help us. I mean, so many people from, like Taylor said earlier, Aaron Green from America's Next Top Model, Judy from Mary Kay, Karen, who was Miss Black Kansas 1993, even the first Miss Black California, our director Antina, the parents of all of us who've just been supporting. It's just so many people. I probably can't name everybody, but just everybody who's really
Gomez, yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Arnold Shoot. Arnold Shoot is our photographer. Whenever I call Arnold, he's there.
Man,
yes.
Everyone who's donated studios, it's a lot, yeah.
If your name wasn't called, you're still loved. Sometimes
This
Yeah.
this is our Grammy and Oscar speech.
it takes a village to,
Yeah.
to raise an empire.
And I would like to say if you go to the MissBlackUSA.org website, you can get the links to watch Gentel and Trinity on August 5th, streaming live. And then on August 6th, Taylor will be on Fox Soul. So if you go to that website, MissBlackUSA.org, and click on those links to go and watch the shows, watch the competition, we will be greatly appreciated.
And I would like to say, even though we leave this week, the competition is next weekend or this coming weekend. So please feel free to reach out to us, give us encouraging words, prayers, whatever's on your heart. We are accepting all of them.
Yes.
Trinity, do you have something?
I just want to say thank you to everyone, especially Miss Antina. I've been like lifting Miss Antina up this entire time, but you guys do not understand how much Miss Antina plays a huge role in this organization and all of our growth throughout this entire journey. Miss Antina has just done everything for us. So a big thank you to her for organizing all these events and getting all these people to come and help us and donate to us and sponsor us. So just thank you, Miss Antina, and thank you to all my sponsors and my lovely Taylor and Gentel, my family, and just everyone who's helped us throughout this journey.
Okay. See, this was a dope episode, of BoomBox Weekly. I'm Adonis Armstrong, and I was joined today by the Miss Black California Queens and their lovely director, Antina Campbell. Thank you guys for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
You're listening to BoomBox Weekly.